Okay, let's start our chapter. I'll be presenting the screen. So today's topic is Ambedkar and Gandhi as journalists. We were discussing the different things which has happened during independence time, like the pre-independence and post-independence. We discussed what was the role of media at that time and how the national freedom movement went at that time. Now the question that arises, like, what was the role of two main leaders of at that time, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and Mr. Mohanchand Karamchand Gandhi? So let's see. It is said that Dr. Ambedkar and M.K. Gandhi were the contemporary journalists. So they worked as the journalist at the same time. Gandhi used to write through Young India in 1920 and then through Harijan in 1930s. So they are saying Mr. Gandhi worked as a journalist in Young India in 1920s and then changed in 1930 and started writing for Harijan. Whereas Dr. Ambedkar has done his writing through Mook Nayak, Bahishkrit Bharat Janata and Prabuddha Bharat during the same time. So these are the three different journals. We can say that the publishing houses where Mr. Dr. Ambedkar was writing. Mook Nayak, Bahishkrit Bharat. Bahishkrit Bharat means to say that uh, the condition of the country at that time was not good. So that's why he used this word. Many times there has been cross-writing where the both of them referring to the writings of their respective journals. So they are saying a lot of time it happened that they wrote at the same time. That is why it is said that they are the contemporary journalists. Today, Dalit journalism literature has grown considerably. The whole of it has originated from the writings of Dr. Ambedkar. Dr. Ambedkar is the sole originator of Dalit journalism and Dalit literature. He is indeed the single most inspiring factor for the statewide fast merging Dalit literature. So, contribution of Dr. Ambedkar, it is very remarkable. We can say that because he is the sole person who actually has inspired to others as well as to write and to read and to understand the condition of Dalits at that time. So he was very much indulged into the Dalit journalism and Dalit literature. That's why his role is remember even at that time and today's time. Apart from being a national leader and social reformer, Gandhi was a great communicator. More than anyone else, he recognized that communication is the most effective tool to shape opinion and mobilize popular support. He was successful because he had a latent skill in communication that surfaced in South Africa, where he had gone initially to set up practice as a lawyer. So here they are trying to tell you about the role of Mr. Gandhi. They said that like he was a good communicator, he was a social reformer. So communication that was his most effective tool. A lot of time it has told you that if you want to get success into your life, first of all you're supposed to work on your communication. Communication is a very important tool. So as you are seeing here, he is recognized that communication is the most effective tool to shape opinion and mobilize popular support, especially in the field of journalism. If you want to, quote your opinion, you want to say something to somebody, at least you should have the power of good communication. He was successful because he had a latent skill in communication that surfaced in South Africa, where he had gone initially to set up practice as a lawyer. He went to South Africa to practice as a lawyer, but later what had happened, we all know this thing. He fought over there for the rights of the black people because at that time, white people they were trying to suppress the rights of black people. So he was in support of. So he was trying to practice over there as a lawyer because of he was having a very good communication skills. This gave him the clue to rally millions of his countrymen when he returned to India. So this gives him confidence that he can lead people. Okay, so that is how he has become the very, very popular leader in India. Gandhi's journalism belonged to an era when there was neither radio nor television. Such was the power of his soul communication that whatever he said and wrote reached the farthest corners of the country within days and to the entire world below. So they are saying when he wrote as a journalist, uh, neither radio nor television was present at that time. So whatever he was writing, that was the main source of communication. But by the grace of God, or whatever power he was having of commitment, whatever he writes, it reaches to the entire India, and within a few days, it reaches to the entire world. Okay, so That was the power of his commitment. So whatever he wrote, it reached to the entire world, it reached to the entire India and world as well. So that was his power of commitment. Gandhi, in a journalistic career spanning nearly 4 decades, edited 6 journals, none including Harijan and Navijan, at first could boast a circulation of more than a few thousand copies. But such was Gandhi's grasp of basics of mass communication that he ensured that his daily outpouring of thought and soul reached all. So this is what they're trying to tell you, that how Gandhi's role was as a journalist, because he was very popular. He was very popular. So four spanning nearly 4 decades, उसका जो career span है 4 decades में चल रहा है, और एडिटेड से उस जो करियर स्पैन उसका जो 40 सालों का था उसमें उन्होंने 6 जर्नल्स को एडिट किया, नॉन इंक्लूडिंग हरिजन एंड नविजन एट फर्स्ट। जो स्टार्टिंग में थे दोज वर हरिजन एंड नविजन, देन उसकी जो सर्कुलेशन थी वो उस टाइम पे हजारों में थी। बिकॉज वाई गांधीज ग्रास्प ऑफ द बेसिक्स ऑफ मास कम्युनिकेशन, उसकी जो बेसिक कमांड थी, कंट्रोल था ऑन मास कम्युनिकेशन, इट वाज वेरी गुड because what he was feeling, outpouring of his heart and soul, he was saying like he is not speaking from mouth or a mind, he is speaking from heart. So these things are touching to the heart of the people, so it's from heart to heart, we can say. That is how everybody was wanting to listen to Mr. Gandhi.
सर स्क्रीन शेयर ऑन नहीं है।
स्क्रीन शेयर नहीं हुई? स्क्रीन शेयर हुई है बेटा? नहीं हुई? आपको नजर नहीं आ रही स्क्रीन?
नहीं सर, आ नहीं रही।
अब नजर आ रही है? Is it visible now?
हाँ जी सर।
Okay, so we discussed up to now here. If one were to ask the question as to who came first, Gandhi the freedom fighter or Gandhi the media crusader, the truth would be that latter predated the former by at least 20 years. Yes, if somebody would ask you a question that Mr. Gandhi, the freedom fighter, he was, the one who came into limelight, or Gandhi the media crusader, means the journalist. So they're saying it 20 years, you can say that 20 years ago that he was into the journalism. So we can say this thing that, the media thing, the journalism part was in his blood long time ago, becoming the freedom fighter. In less than a few months stay in South Africa, Gandhi realized the need to become a journalist to fight for the rights of the Indian community. They're saying like less than a few months stay, कुछ समय रहने के बाद ही साउथ अफ्रीका में गांधी जी को रियलाइज हुआ that he should become a journalist if he wants to fight for the rights of the Indian community over there. He brought the highest qualities the profession could boast of: courage in the face of adversity, unswerving adherence to truth, means बिना जिसको बोलते हैं तोड़ मरोड़ के truth के साथ जुड़ना, pursuit of public causes and objectivity in presentation. So these were the things, or these were the qualities he actually observed in his personality, and this is how he has told to the other world to that, if as he's working as a journalist, so he is offering these things, these qualities to the people. So that is how I have told you that people have started believing on it. मीडिया जो जर्नलिज्म है, इसका बहुत बड़ा पार्ट इस चीज़ पे डिपेंड करता है कि आप सच्चाई को कितने अच्छे तरीके से पेश कर पाते हैं. If you are distorting the truth instead of they are saying adherence to the truth, you will not go long for a longer period of time in the field of journalism. So that's very much important for you, that when you want to become a journalist, you should adhere to the truth, and you try to somehow bring the public issues in front of the people, so that with good communication skills, so that people would feel connected with you. लोगों ले लगे कि वो आपके साथ कनेक्टेड है, क्योंकि आप ऐसे इंसान हो जो सच्चाई के साथ जुड़े हुए हो, और उसी के थ्रू आप जो भी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं समाज की, लोगों की, वो उनके सामने लाकर रखें. His first paper, Indian Opinion, was started in South Africa. As in the earlier side, it is said that he has, you know, thought of becoming the journalist in South Africa. So his first paper, Indian Opinion, was started in South Africa. In order to vandalize the grievances of Indians and mobilize public opinion in their favor, Gandhi started writing and giving interviews to newspapers. He focused on open letters and letters to editors, but soon realized that occasional writings and the hospitality of newspapers were inadequate for the political campaign he had launched. That was the initial planning. So initially, what he has planned, he thought of he should start giving interviews to the newspapers. So on and off, he started visiting newspaper offices. He gave a lot of interviews. He wrote letters to the editors, but he realized कि ये इतना काम नहीं कर रही है. This is not working very good because the political campaign जो वो launch करना चाह रहे थे वो इस तरह से अच्छे से नहीं चल पाई. His letter to the editor of South African dailies are a lesson to a journalist on how to fight injustice in a country where the laws are loaded against one section of the people without giving offense to the rulers themselves. They're saying it's an example. It's an example. South Africa was a country of white people. At the time, blacks were just called as slaves. So it's an inspiration to everybody. He wrote letters in the rule of whites. He wrote letters to the editors in the rule of whites that we are looking for a justice. We means our color, the Indian and the black people, they are looking for a justice that they should also have a right, to same like as you are enjoying your fundamental rights. Without, they are saying, without what he has done, this thing, without offense to the rulers themselves, बगैर किसी को तंग किए हुए, किसी की बेइज्जती किए हुए या किसी को नाराज किए हुए. ये भी एक आर्ट है कि उसने एज ए जर्नलिस्ट काम किया उस कंट्री. He needed a mouthpiece to reach out to the people and so launched Indian Opinion. It served the purpose of a weekly newsletter which disseminated the news of the week among the Indian community. It became an important instrument of education. Through the columns of the newspaper, Gandhi tried to educate the readers about sanitation, self-discipline, good citizenship. Gandhi learned in South Africa how important the press and public opinion could be in politics and had learned to use the written word most effectively. So these things he did. He said that he needed a mouthpiece to reach out to the people and so he launched Indian Opinion. इस तरह से उसको चाहिए था कुछ ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म जिसके ऊपर वो लोगों तक पहुंच सके, उसकी रीच है लोगों तक हो सके. सो उसने क्या किया, एक वीकली न्यूज़पेपर जो है वो डिसेमिनेट करना शुरू कर दिया जिसकी इंडियन कम्युनिटी के अंदर या ब्लैक कम्युनिटी के अंदर जाता था. इट बिकम एन इम्पॉर्टेंट इंस्ट्रूमेंट ऑफ एजुकेशन. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट इंस्ट्रूमेंट बना किसका, एजुकेशन का, क्योंकि इस पेपर को पढ़ने के लिए लोगों ने एजुकेशन को बहुत इंपॉर्टेंस दी. सो ही रोट अबाउट, ही डज नॉट ओनली write about against the rule of at that time. He actually wrote a lot of good things जिसमें उसने sanitation के बारे में लोगों को समझाया. At that time sanitation was very poor. Talk about self-discipline, talk about good citizenship. So these were the good rules he gave to the people. So somehow he told that first of all we need to have a very good moral character. First of all, we need to be a good human being. Once you will achieve this thing, you will find out people, those who are against to you, even to your opinion, I would say that. Nobody is against to anybody, people are against to the opinion. So they would also feel somehow that, you can tell to them, you can talk to them. So that is very important at that time. This is what he did. And how important the press and public opinion could be politics. So उसने ये चीज़ें लोगों को सिखाई कि जो प्रेस है, पब्लिक ओपिनियन किसी के आगे रखना है, अगर आपने पॉलिटिक्स ज्वाइन करनी है तो उसके अंदर these are very 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 important things. He promptly went there and investigated the issues and produced a report that would be the envy of the greatest investigative journalist anywhere in the world. After Champaran, it was only a matter of time before the Mahatma took to journalism as his most potent weapon of satyagraha. वो कह रहे हैं कि जब उन्होंने पॉलिटिक्स की तरफ, मतलब फ्रीडम फाइटिंग की तरफ कदम रखा और उन्होंने सत्याग्रह जैसे वेपन अपनाए, उस टाइम पे भी उनके अंदर का जो जर्नलिस्ट था वो जागा रहा. बिकॉज ही वाज कीप राइटिंग लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स, लॉट ऑफ बुक्स, लॉट ऑफ जर्नल्स ही वाज राइटिंग फॉर. सो ये उनके अंदर ये चीज़ उस टाइम पे भी जागृत है. As coincidence could have it, Gandhi was persuaded to take over the editorship of Young India. Simultaneously, he started to edit and write in Navjivan, then a Gujarati monthly. The two journals, Young India and Navjivan, were used by him to ventilize his views and to educate the public on Satyagraha. So सत्याग्रह के टाइम पे भी गांधी जी जुड़े रहे इनके साथ. देयर वर few of the publications जिनका यहाँ पे नाम दिया है एज ए एडिटर, जैसे यंग इंडिया था, उसके बाद नवजीवन था, और इनके द्वारा ही उसने उन्हें लोगों को जो व्यूज थे अपने बताए, उनको जो एक्चुअली में सिचुएशन थी उसके बारे में एजुकेट करने की कोशिश की, सत्याग्रह के बारे में लोगों को बताया. सत्याग्रह इतना ज़्यादा क्यों सक्सेसफुल हो रहा था, उनके नॉन कॉपरेशन या जो भी मूवमेंट चला रहे क्यों इतने ज़्यादा सक्सेसफुल हो रहे थे? बिकॉज ही वॉज राइटिंग एंड पीपल वर रीडिंग इट. So this is how his views were actually going into the hearts of people, and this is how people have started also feeling. Earlier people were dead in the sense people have accepted this thing that we are slaves and we have to live our life under the rule of Britishers. But with these kind of efforts of Mr. Gandhi and Mr. Ambedkar, we can say this thing, people have got enlightened and they started feeling, yes, we also have the right to live in a free world. Gandhi's writings in it were translated and published in all the Indian languages newspapers. Later, Navjivan was published in Hindi. Gandhi was convinced that Hindi would be the national language of free India. The Mahatma's crusade for the repeal of the Press Act of 1910 was a unique piece of journalism. He was telling the rulers that it was in the best interest of the government to repeal the law. Issue after issue of Young India and Navjivan carried samples of Gandhi's journalist genius, which blended seemingly earnest appeal to the government to do what was just and righteous. Young India and Navjivan folded up in January 1932 when Gandhi was imprisoned for a long spell. So this is what they have made the crux of it. They are saying Gandhi ji की जो writings हैं उनको translate किया गया different languages में न्यूज़पेपर्स के लिए, ताकि लोगों तक उनकी जो आवाज़ है वो पहुंच सके, that his words it should spread in the entire India. Navjivan, which was published earlier in Gujarati, again it was published in Hindi, और गांधी जी कन्विंस थे इस बात को कि हिंदी को नेशनल लैंग्वेज बनाया जाए, पूरे भारतवर्ष में एक लैंग्वेज का प्रसार किया जाए, दैट वाज हिंदी. महात्मा गांधी क्रूसेड फॉर द रिपील ऑफ, उनकी जो एक बहुत बड़ी जीत हुई कि उन्होंने द प्रेस एक्ट ऑफ 1910 जो था उसके ऊपर जो सरकार थी उस टाइम की, जो गोरों की सरकार थी, ब्रिटिशर की सरकार थी, उनको मजबूर कर दिया. फॉर व्हाट? दैट ही कन्विंस्ड देम. दे आर सेइंग इट, ही कन्विंस्ड देम. इट वाज अ यूनिक पीस ऑफ जर्नलिज्म that he convinced the government that it is in favor of yours, it is in the best interest of yours. So that is how the government, they decided, okay, that we listen to you and whatever you are saying, we are going to accept it. In 1933, Gandhi started Harijan Bandhu, Harijan Sevak in English, Gujarati and Hindi respectively. So he started writing in all the main three languages, Hindi, Gujarati and English. These are the different newspapers. These newspapers were the vehicles of his crusade against untouchability and poverty in rural areas. These papers published no advertisement. Even then, they enjoyed wide circulation. His note of defiance and sacrifice gave a new stimulus to the evolution of press as a weapon of सत्याग्रह. कह रहे हैं कि गांधी जी ने जो इन पेपर्स में लिखा, जो डिफरेंट इंग्लिश, हिंदी और गुजराती में उस टाइम पे छपे, those were mainly against untouchability. कास्ट सिस्टम जो हमारे चल रही थी, छुआछात जिसको बोला जाता है, पॉवर्टी, गरीबी की जो बात है, इसमें उन्होंने उसके ऊपर ज़्यादा काम किया. तो ही वाज राइटिंग दैट इंडिया शुड बी फ्री फ्रॉम अनटचेबिलिटी, फ्रॉम कास्ट सिस्टम, फ्रॉम पॉवर्टी. So these were his main words he was writing, and his paper published without advertisement. You see that जो मेनली खर्चा चलता है न्यूज़पेपर का, और डिसिप्लिन के कारण चलता है, उसमें विज्ञापन आते हैं जिसके पैसों से सर्कुलेशन को बढ़ाया जाता है. बट स्टिल ना होने के कारण भी उनकी जो सर्कुलेशन थी बहुत ह्यूज थी, बिकॉज पीपल वर विलिंग टू रीड व्हाट गांधी हैज टोल्ड टू देम. So he talked about everything. He talked about sacrifices of the Indian nationalists. He talked about the weapon of Satyagraha, that we should believe in Satyagraha like the ways of non-violent means. हमें कभी भी वायलेंट नहीं होना चाहिए, हमें नॉन वायलेंट तरीकों के साथ भी सरकार को झुका सकते हैं। Gandhi's approach to journalism was totally devoid of ambitions. To him, it was not a vocation to earn his livelihood. ये उनके लिए कोई काम नहीं था गांधी जी के लिए कि वो जर्नलिस्ट बनना चाहते थे क्योंकि वो रोजी रोटी कमाना चाहते थे. It was a means to serve the public. You see, like when you have these kind of feelings in your heart, you are definitely going to become hit. You definitely become, I would say that you will have a success. ठीक है, आपको सक्सेस जरूर मिलेगी जब आप ऑनेस्टली इस लाइन के ऊपर काम करने की कोशिश करोगे विदाउट एनी सेल्फ इंटरेस्ट. इट वाज अ मींस टू सर्व द पब्लिक. उनके लिए ये एक जरिया था लोगों की सेवा करने का. गांधी बिलीव दैट इट वाज रॉन्ग टू यूज न्यूज़पेपर एज अ मींस ऑफ अर्निंग अ लिविंग. वो कह रहे हैं उनके अकॉर्डिंगली एक गलत तरीका था अगर आप इसको रोजी रोटी बना रहे. He felt that running a newspaper was a task having such a bearing on public welfare that to undertake them for earning one's livelihood would defeat the primary aim behind them. वो कह रहे हैं प्राइमरी एम जो है हमारा रोजी रोटी कमाना वो नहीं होना चाहिए. न्यूज़पेपर जब हम के अंदर जर्नलिस्ट की तरह काम करते हैं, हमारा काम होना चाहिए पब्लिक की वेलफेयर का. जो प्राइमरली वर्क है हमारा होना चाहिए एम दैट शुड बी पब्लिक वेलफेयर. When further a newspaper is treated as means of making profits, the result is likely to be serious malpractices. He also said that newspapers were meant primarily to educate the people and familiarize them with contemporary history. कहते जो उन्होंने बोला न्यूज़पेपर का असल मकसद क्या है कि लोगों को एजुकेट करना और उनको जो हमारी हिस्ट्री है, हमारा जो रिच हिस्ट्री है उसके बारे में बताना, उसका ज्ञान करवाना. लेकिन अगर न्यूज़पेपर्स वुड इंडल्ज देयर सेल्फ इनटू द मॉल प्रैक्टिसेस, मतलब अगर वो प्रॉफिट्स में पड़ जाते हैं तो उनको बहुत सारी गलत मॉल प्रैक्टिसेस जो हैं उनका उपयोग करना पड़ेगा क्योंकि वो अब वो प्रॉफिट की तरफ चल पड़े हैं. उनका जो मेन पर्पस है वो पब्लिक वेलफेयर नहीं रह गया. Gandhi himself wrote in 1956, so long as it, Indian Opinion, the first newspaper he edited, so long as it was under my control, the changes in the journal were indicative of changes in my life. The Indian Opinion in those days, like the Young India and the Navjeevan today, was a mirror of part of life. कहते हैं सबसे पहले उन्होंने न्यूज़पेपर इंडियन ओपिनियन में जो उन्होंने एज जर्नलिस्ट एडिटर काम किया था, तो उन्होंने बोला कि मैं जितनी देर तक मेरे कंट्रोल में चीज़ रही है तो मैंने उन सब चीज़ों को अपनी ज़िंदगी में भी लागू करने की कोशिश की है, लोगों को भी बताने की कोशिश की है. ठीक है, तो उस टाइम पे जो यंग इंडिया इंडियन ओपिनियन था वो यंग इंडिया नवजीवन की तरह काम कर रहा था. दैट वाज अ मिरर ऑफ पार्ट ऑफ माय लाइफ. वो एक मेरी ज़िंदगी का आईने की तरह था कि लोगों को जो मेरी ज़िंदगी है वो एक आईने की तरह नज़र आनी चाहिए कि वो चीज़ें मेरे अंदर होनी चाहिए, ना कि मैं लोगों को समझाता रहूँ मेरे अंदर ना. एक बड़ी एग्जाम्पल भी कहानी की तरह उनके साथ जुड़ी हुई है कि once one of the people were calling him or taking him as a saint as well. किसी संत की तरह उनकी जो है रिस्पेक्ट इंडिया में की जाती. तो एक मदर उनके पास गई और उन्होंने जाकर बोला कि मेरा बेटा गांधी जी गुड़ खाता है और गुड़ खाना नहीं छोड़ रहा. तो उन्होंने बोला कि आप क्यों तंग हो? कह रहे हैं कि गुड़ ज़्यादा खाएगा तो उसके दांत खराब हो जाएंगे, जैगरी, so he will eat much of it, so it will spoil somehow his teeth. So गांधी जी ने बोला उसको कि please come back after 20 days. So she said okay. When she came back after 20 days, गांधी जी ने बच्चे को पास बुलाया and he said that बेटा गुड़ खाना छोड़ दो, आपके दांतों के लिए, सेहत के लिए ज़्यादा अच्छा नहीं होता है, इतना ज़्यादा नहीं खाना चाहिए, लिमिट में कोई भी चीज़ अच्छी रहती है. तो जो मदर वहाँ पे आई थी उन्होंने क्वेश्चन पूछा गांधी जी से कि गांधी जी अगर ये बात कहनी थी तो ये आप उस दिन भी कह सकते थे, ये आज 20 दिन बाद बुला के आप सेम बात कह रहे हो. तो गांधी जी ने बोला उस टाइम पर मैं खुद गुड़ खाता था. I was also fond of it. So अगर मैंने किसी को कोई बात समझानी है, मेरे को पहले वो चीज़ अपने आप पे प्रैक्टिस करनी होगी. तो मैंने उस दिन से गुड़ खाना छोड़ दिया, मुझे आज 20 दिन हो गए मैं गुड़ नहीं खा रहा हूँ. So now I am capable of advising someone else that you should not do this thing. That is how he said that my life is a mirror to the entire world. Whatever I do, they can see, and by following it, they can also practice those things. मेरे ख्याल में बहुत है, ये काफ़ी हो गया आज के लिए. देखूँ मैं कितनी स्लाइड्स बची हुई हैं. ये कल करेंगे, ठीक है. विल डू दीज द लेफ्ट स्लाइड्स टुमारो. बाय देन नाउ लेट मी क्लोज फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द रिकॉर्डिंग, देन विल डिस्कस फर्दर if you have questions or any of the questions I can do with you.